Good morning, everyone. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there and all the women that do mom things. We have a lovely day here again today. It's really going to be nice the entire week. I mean, we may get some rain, but I always welcome the rain, except if there's hail in it and I'm out shopping. I pretty much always welcome the rain, though. No northern lights for us last night. The solar activity was not as strong as the night before, and we had a little rain drizzle, just a little, but enough to bring in clouds around the time when, if there was any possibility, that's what would have been happening. And so nada. Here's these two maple trees in the daytime. We set them up here last night. I didn't think about if we got really high winds, like a 30-mile-an-hour gust, that it might knock them off the table, but that's where we set them last night. It's debatable after we watched this one guy that this is already too strong, stiff to bend into like an S shape or something. I don't know. We were thinking about bonsaiing this one. We'll see. We think we know where we're going to put this one. Me coming out with this one was a surprise to Don. Me coming out with this one, he took me up there. He knew I was going in to get it, etc., etc. So anyway, I told him he could have this pot for bonsai. I can move the hosta. I just kind of stuck the hosta there. So anyway, you know, I always have visions of plants and Legos and cats in my head, and so that's what's going on this morning. This dianthus from Walmart, the newer one, is really blooming now. This one's had kind of finished. But it's really pretty. I like it. Well, I'm running late this morning because we got up late because we went to bed late. It was like 2 a.m. when we went to bed. So we slept till 9, and that sounds really late, but that was only 7 hours. So I feel good, but I need to get a move on it with the watering and feeding kitties. Tux and Stripe and Marty have all been walking around out here with me, but mostly Tux. He likes to stroll, and assist in his yard. I've got everything watered. It's not super dry. I'm not like, you know, cussing that we haven't had enough rain or I'm having to do nothing but water. It's all good out here, and the mosquitoes were not biting this morning, and there's a little bit of a breeze and the coolness in the air, so I don't really even mind watering as long as the mosquitoes aren't bad. This is that yellow tall flower, really coming back for the 3rd year there, and really bushy, looking nice. This fancy hydrangea has taken off. I was worried about it being cold hardy because it's not your normal one. So this is my Walmart clearance plant section. I was explaining to Don yesterday about all the different varieties of spirea. Of course, we really like that doozy we saw yesterday. That was that hot pink. Takes a lot of water to keep the conifers happy in the pots. But everything is looking good. At least how I want it to look. Good is all relative, right? I walked over here mostly to show you how much this had taken off and how well it was doing. I see the ivy is wrapping itself around the back of the black of the little corner table there. I'll watch it that it doesn't get out of control. But that and the fancy begonia in particular, that one right at eye level is a little lower, is doing good. It was the right thing for that spot, right? And the impatiens are all taking off and starting to fill in their pots and not look so puny anymore. This guy got a little too covered up last year, and now that I've uncovered him and spun him around and watered him well and he's put out his new growth, he's recovering. So I will try to make sure he's not quite as covered up. Yeah, so Don and I, that Crimson Queen, are talking, that tolerates extreme shade, where Don's thinking about building a little raised thing and putting it somewhere in this vicinity where he was cleaning. It would be nice coming up the driveway and it's an open spot where we have room, and if it likes shade, it likes shade. And this little dwarf pygmy guy has really taken off. I'm pleased. I know it's hard to see everything with the shadows, but that's what we got here, don't we, Tux? We got lots of shadows. Hey, buddy. Hi. Hi, bud. It's good for you to be up stretching your legs. Hi, bud. Hi. Good boy. Thanks for keeping me company. And, yeah, super enjoying the false indigo this year, and how, I mean, it's been there for a really long time, but all of a sudden it's like just super, here, all of a sudden it's super happy. So we'll be seeing butterfly bush flowers here in the not too distant future. That'll be pretty. The beauty berry, you can't kill it. I don't want to kill it, and you can't kill it. You really can't. Hi, Mart. And this is that butterfly one. You know, when we were at the Arboretum yesterday, that was talking about several they had there that were similar. Yeah, really pretty. I'm not seeing any aphids. I think we're past the initial spring aphid blight issue, so, but I'm watching. It's one of the things I do when I walk around in the morning, as I look up and I just make sure I'm not seeing any problems. So if I do, I can address it pretty quick. Good morning, Panther. Hey, bud. Hi. Hello. How are you? You good? Good, good. Seeing a lot of new growth here. I just worried yesterday that it wasn't going to be as ghost looking as I had hoped. I don't want it to revert back to, you know, solid color. I'd like it to stay the ghost looking. That's why I bought it. Good morning, Gray. Hi. Hello. Hi, sweet pea. How are you? We are headed to walk around Yates Mill, because that's what I wanted to do on Mother's Day. And then we're going to pick up Sam and come back to the house. We're cooking prime rib this afternoon and going out for ice cream afterward. So really looking forward to that. Didn't eat any breakfast or anything because, number one, just main reason is because we have so much food later in the day that I don't know where I would put breakfast on top of that. So that's the main reason why, really. And not used to really eating breakfast early. So yeah, it's another gorgeous day. I mean, the sun's behind the clouds every once in a while, but I would still say it's mostly sunny. Bump. Yeah, the car doesn't know about the bump sign and the bump in the road, so Don had to handle that.
Bump in the road, a bad one.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about it being Mother's Day, and it's slam packed. But there is a place to park, and she's offering to put us in this spot, and missing the front of the Ford, so that was good, because he's, you know, wow.
Well, she did it better than I did.
She did it better than I could have. Wow. Thank you. So she offered it and you chose it. You didn't get to pick. She just...
That's right.
Yeah. Way cool.
Now, I am going to adjust it because there's more room on that side than this side. And so I'm going to she did perfect.
Yeah.
But because I'm trying to be a little bit more precise with the door openings, and this guy's a pickup truck
Yeah.
And they tend
bigger doors.
They tend to throw doors around like they're no big deal.
Yeah, well, I have to say that this was a super tricky spot. These are angled really funny. That's like the worst parking spots ever over here. They're just not straight like you would expect. So the fact that she was able to maneuver that truck sticking out and she did excellent.
Yeah.
Oak leaf hydrangea and false indigo, which is what we have growing along the parking pad. So this is a Virginia willow, this bottle brush looking thing sort of in front of us. And I'm not sure if that's exactly what I have from my Walmart's clearance plant or not, so I'm going to have to go to the tag. And this is another one of those Coosa dogwoods. So this is the Monarch Trail over here, and they have established the old school milkweed. And I grew up with lots of milkweed before they started spraying all of the roadsides up in New Jersey. At the edge of the cornfield, I loved playing with it, and so I really, really like this garden area here. I really do. It just reminds me of Trenton and good times playing on the street with other kids. We played with the pussy willow, the milkweed. There are a couple other mimosa trees, mimosa blossoms. Those were some of our favorite plants to play with. Yeah, lots of happy families today. The breeze feels good, as annoying as it is from the camera microphone perspective. Just stopping to enjoy the view. I carried my big camera today because I told Dawn if I didn't, we were going to see a bald eagle. Now that I've carried the 70D, I won't need it. I mostly like it for up close bird. Oh, the heron's over there. Okay, I'll grab his picture. I mostly like it for really up close flower pictures with bokeh, and of course bird pictures. Lots of barn swallow activity today. I have not seen the kingfisher or cormorant yet, but lots of barn swallow activity. They nest under the bridge, and so they fly all over in here, but their nests are under the bridge.
That's right. I remember that now.
Yeah. So I'm thinking these iris must have been seeds that just landed over here and started doing their thing. Very pretty. Dawn says we saw these yesterday at the Arboretum. We certainly saw some of this, which I don't know what it is, that big arrow-shaped leaf.
Yeah, that bee likes that.
Some of you will recognize, this is probably poison, I'm trying to think, oak versus ivy. But anyway, there's enough along the side of this trail to kill you. Kill me. There's a lady one time, she was out here with gloves. Here's the more ivy looking leaf with the jagged points. Right? Yeah, well, I think that was ivy and back there was oak. One time we saw a lady attempting to remove it from the side of the trail because this is a nature preserve and they don't want to do much here. Let nature do its thing, right? No family wants to come to the trail though, and you know, if you step a foot off the side, leave with itchies. So I think there's a compromise, probably. The ivy does have berries and it is a food source for the birds, but then when they eat the berries, they deliver it to my yard. So it tries to kill me, so I'm not too happy about that either. Hopefully we could plant other buried things for the birds. But anyway, the nice little lady that comes around and helps to take it off the side of the trail, she's not been out here yet this spring, I don't think. That's what I'm trying to say. This is a great trail on a hotter summer day, even if it's not hot today. It's nice out here. Really nice. I know the moms everywhere aren't having great weather today, and I'm sorry about that. Hopefully your turn will come another day. Well, there will be no pretty reflective pictures today.
Not today.
Not today.
That's like a 30-mile-an-hour wind, and it's pretty steady.
It feels good to the humans, but it's not good for pictures.
Yeah.
Well, we don't see any northern water snakes today. And, yeah, it's windy.
Oh,
yeah, there he is.
Probably a second.
Yeah. Super cool. Super cool. How awesome is that?
They use their tongue to test it.
Well, seeing the northern water snakes in the water today swimming was a real treat. That's not usually what we get to see. I don't even know if we've seen that before. They're usually just on the rocks or the wood or just laying around sunning themselves. They're very active today, and we saw what, 4 or 5 of them?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it was more than normal too, so it's a big activity day. Big activity day for them. Yeah, that's very pretty. It says, in loving memory and honor of Carolyn U. Solomon, long-standing member, friend, and active supporter of Yates Mill Associates. Holy moly, look at the people getting ice cream today. Yeah, when we go to this place tonight after dinner, we just know it's going to be crowded. Everybody's going to take mom out for ice cream. Wow, though. There's basically the parking, it's packed. Oh, there's a line out the door of 25 people. Out the door, can't even get in the place. Wow. Yeah, well, we'll be prepared for a queue tonight.
Yepper.
So we're headed to get Sam now. And 2 good things coming out of Yates Mill. One, she slowed for one of the traffic bumps in the parking lot. It was a fully marked, very clear yellow stripe, so you sort of couldn't miss it. So she knew for sure what it was, and she slowed. And then she waited very patiently to make that tricky left turn out of the parking lot, and she did it just like Dawn would have done it. It was where the patience, going when you're really ready to go, and all of that stuff. There's big improvements.
Yeah.
She's still not reading no turn on red signs. Very clear. That one is in the normal spot, but next to the stoplight and everything. So technically, Don can get pulled over for allowing his car to turn right on red.
Yeah.
Oops. It won't happen today, but the last time I talked about turning on red in downtown Raleigh, and I made the title about turning on red, there are some people with some serious opinions about right turn on red should not be allowed. It's dangerous. I mean, you know, people that have never watched my videos before came out of the woodwork like they were just waiting to comment on it. And yeah, I mean, I hear some of the things, but you be there at 2 o'clock in the morning where they haven't put the light on flasher waiting for the red to turn green when there's absolutely nobody coming. And so I you know, as with all things, in moderation and with the careful supervision. I don't know, but I understand, as some of these families were personally affected by an accident due to turning on red, that they're rightly so upset about it. So, but anyway, I'll steer clear of any more titles that talk about right turn on red, because those aren't safe. So we've got Sam now, and they handed me a birthday card and a Mother's Day card with printed out pictures and a lot of wonderful sentiment. I'll put up photos of the cards because they're definitely worth enjoying. You'll enjoy seeing the kids when they were a lot younger.
Nobody behind.
Yeah, we're still in the wrong lane. So you can see the right turn lane, the through lane, the left turn lane, and traffic coming around the corner now. So you can really see how the intersection worked out. A human would have went. Tux came right on over. He wanted some love.
Hey, Morris rolled over and let me pet him.
Wow, Morris?
I know.
Hi, buddy. Hi. When I came out the door, he moved away. It startled him, but... Marty! Marty cat! Yeah, he's giving me the... Well, where's Stripe?
Stripe.
Stripey! Oh, Stripe's asleep on the spool. He's just up the hill. Here, Sam. I think you need the straw, and you need to slurp some of that out of there. So we're all starving. and I told the guys I wanted to walk around the yard. I mean, really, it's a crime to be inside when it's this pretty out here today. So we're hungry, and we're smelling the meat, and we're desperate for food, and we're gonna walk for a minute. No more. Bend over again. Come on. A couple pieces, 10 or 15 pieces at least. I'm crying over the agony of pulling the stilt grass again.
Part of the garden right here.
Best part of the garden right there, yeah. Our free glider and our $2.
I concur.
Our-
I think Sam's gone to something.
That's so
I
cute.
like this garden tour.
Yeah,
Come all the way out here and sit out.
that's right.
We got another bench down there.
Well, we'll move from one bench to the next. I'll let you try. How about we do that? We're on a mission to try out all the benches in the yard. There's a few. Just not the one by the hornets. Marty, you approve of the garden too?
Yeah.
That's good.
Let me pee on this one, Mom.
He doesn't pee on things. He's not Tux. And there's Stripe. Stripey! Hi, bud. Yeah, we got a Marty and a Stripe. Is Tux not following us? Oh, he follows sometimes. If he shows himself around the corner in a minute, don't be surprised. But anyway, they found the next bench. Yay!
So, Sam, have you noticed all the holes I've been digging?
A whole heck of a lot.
Oh.
A whole heck of a lot. Get it? Just wanted to show you the big planter down here because from up on the porch, all you see is the big tree. But it's wider weeping and not quite so close to the ground because Don built this. Planter's sounds small. This structure, this 4 to 5 foot diameter thing that he filled in with dirt. That is awesome.
Thank you, sweetheart.
So we're gonna go over there and tell me what our ideas are for over there.
We can tell you
I'll get a head start.
On the bench?
Yeah.
Okay. So talk to me about the Crimson Queen that I bought last night at Walmart. Sorry, but I accidentally deleted the video that I took, the last 2 videos I shot last night. Aurora Borealis was a bust.
Yeah,
It didn't happen here. It's not that we missed it this time. And Johnny got a Dairy Queen and I got 2 of the Japanese maples. I went back and there was really 2 varieties there, Crimson Queen and Bloodgood. And I went in for 1 and I came out with 2 and I just cannot be left unsupervised. So that's mostly what I said in the video last night. But the Crimson Queen tolerates severe shade.
So we're taking it over this area here.
Right. And I said, talk to me about what you were thinking you would build for it or what you were gonna do.
Well, what I was thinking about is that stump down there that I pushed over into the wood.
Uh-huh. You can't see it from here, but yeah.
I was gonna hook the GMC to it, chain it up, and drag it up here and put the stump right here.
Uh-huh.
And then set your pot on the stump or notch the stump to hold the pot. And kind of have the stump sort of being hold the little tree.
Okay.
Like a little, what do you call that, pedestal.
So not a half moon with the rock bricks
Well, we could do that too. We may not have quite enough of those things, but we could certainly do that also.
Well, stay tuned for a Japanese maple over here that likes shade. Most of them like shade, but some are more tolerant than others. And yeah. So my idea is right where it drops off, a half moon with the wall bricks, and this side be natural and the other side be like a half moon. And anyway, that's sort of what I was thinking. Thanks, Stripe. Appreciate that. Oh, goodness. All right, there's the bench. We're trying out all the benches.
Let's give a thumbs up, Johnny.
Thumbs up to sitting.
Serious.
And making Mom happy at the same time. This one's a dwarf. I mean, it's supposed to be small.
Yeah, well, we watched the video of this guy. He told, how he just took just a scraggly maple and he just snip, and all of a sudden bonsai tree. And then we were thinking this one right here kind of meets his requirement. He says you pick it by the trunk.
Yeah, you want a thick trunk.
Yeah, don't get hung up on the branches or anything like that, because He trims them. He just
Right. Well, that one's pretty much just meant to do that thing without a lot of effort by a human.
Yeah, that one's doing well. It's
Yeah.
got a lot of material, a lot of resources there to pick from.
I'm not gonna let him cut it.
I didn't say I was going to be cut.
Look at all of the additional roses getting ready to come out on this thing.
Yeah.
Hundreds of other flowers. It's going gangbusters over here. I guarantee in 5 years it'll be all the way over there to the Abelia.
Money on this green stuff.
Nah, I don't think so. See, there's green stuff underneath there, and it's... So there's my redbud tree that we really have to move this winter before it gets any bigger, and we would kill it. It's just too close to the gutter edge. It's a volunteer, and I want it. I really want it, but we need to move it. You guys lucky I have all these benches in the yard? Was that hard work following me around? I am past ready for that.
I'm going to give Mom the prettiest piece.
Okay. Lafayette Road, Fuquay. We're headed for ice cream, baby.
Wahoo!
Been thinking about it for days. Not to let us down, but there's another family driving a Tesla over here tonight. Now that's what I'm talking about. Okay, set it down.
Johnny.
So Johnny has cookie dough with caramel instead of fudge. Sam and I have the no judgment. And Donnie, what was yours again?
Nothing better.
Nothing better. He's got peanut butter stuff. Oh, but no glass mug tonight. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we waddled back to the car. That was really good. Did you enjoy the one you had this time better than last time?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, well, there was more of it, for starters.
Yeah. No, I think it was pretty good.
Okay. That's a nice evening for a drive. It's 73 out there. This is the Turnpike Crossing that goes over top of the sleepy little road of Old Stage Road. It's not so sleepy anymore. We're coming up here on the left, the boys' elementary school.
They were little boys.
Yeah.
Sadly, I didn't get to observe at this school. Maybe I'll get the chance next semester.
Yeah, Sam was saying that something didn't work out.
Yeah, Wake County was really not on
Here's
top
the
of it.
Turnpike Crossing, and I didn't catch it earlier in the weekend when we went over this way. Maybe it was earlier today, but it's basically the road down there is painted. It's really close. Yeah, we're pointing at the sun's not showing you anything either, but it's all painted in both directions, all the lanes. They even got the reflective markers down on the painted lines and stuff, so
Yeah. Well, they're
very close over here.
They're having some kind of christening bicycle race or something on that thing.
Yeah,
Not that long.
It's in June.
In a couple weeks.
which is a couple weeks now.